Hello and welcome back to Soul Spa University. Okay, this is Cozy Holiday Edition. Who knows if we're going to air this one? This is a very exclusive segment to me. You're going to be a little mind blown here. But yes, welcome back to Soul Spa University. You are not going to want to miss this show. I've never done anything like it. I've never experienced anything like it in my life. If Cynthia's watching, I'm pretty sure she hasn't either. If either of us are ready for this, it's us. And 1 second. Wait till you hear this. You're going to be mind blown. In the meantime, don't forget to subscribe. Otherwise, we'll be lost on you forever and into a whole other universe. Never find us again. And once you subscribe, you can hit that all notification bell so that you can actually have a chance of seeing any more content from us. And then when you hit that, you can actually hit set reminder if you ever find us again for when I premiere posts so that you won't miss out on content, because sometimes it posts and then it gets taken down. And a lot of times we're actually doing a lot of amazing breaking and expanding consciousness stories. The first you'll hear here, so that you'll be the first ones to send it to your friends and or hear it. And if you have no friends, that is okay. That is another reason I created this channel, so that no one ever feels alone. You have us. So also, thumbs up is helping us a lot. Any share helps us a lot. And how you doing, Tommy?
I am doing phenomenal.
Awesome. So
I'm ready to dive into
Huh?
Ready to dive into this subject.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm hoping this channel provides things for people, for every soul. We have many playlists for many different topics, and we will continue to. So, okay, guys, a little background. Long time ago, in an apartment far, far away, in fact, 50 feet from here is where I lived prior to here. I was cleaning my apartment. This was back in like 2012-ish, so long time ago. I had YouTube sort of automatically playing all the time. And as I'm cleaning, all of a sudden, YouTube was playing whatever it wanted. And as I'm cleaning, all of a sudden, this lady's voice like resonated in my soul, like to the core of my being. Like I felt, all of a sudden I felt recognized just by the sound of her voice. I felt somebody understood me. I felt like to the core of my being, like seen for the first time and possibly like acknowledged for all I am, and potential go beyond finally from there for the first time, probably since my mom passed when I was 11, right? So I'm feeling this way and I'm just cleaning, and her words are just like, oh, and like my soul and my heart and everything within me is like awakened. Like I had like chills from what she was saying, because it was like everything I've been wondering, everything I've been like privately like going to in my mind, heart and soul and everything. And I have chills, and I'm like, it was such a like a verification of everything I've ever wondered. And I was like, oh my God. And like I turn around and I look at the screen, and there's a woman on that screen that looks identical to my mom. And I'm like, and as I just said, my mom passed when I was 11. At that point, I was like 20 something. And I was like, so not only was it weird, I was invigorated from the inside out from this woman's words and energy and everything. And but then I look over and she happens to look identical to my mom. And I'm like, that's weird. But then I thought, all right, whatever. I'm just thinking things. Okay. But I'm super touched. I'm literally sitting there. Now I'm looking at the screen, listening to everything she's saying. And I feel like alive and from the inside out. Like, I'm like, oh my God. Like I'm just sitting there at the end of that video, didn't let any other videos play, and was there for like a half hour, like shocked. Then I clicked the description of the video, and it said she posted it on my mom's birthday. So Huh?
It's crazy.
Yeah. And, they say with spirit, like with angels and, people that are past, there are no coincidences, only synchronicities, and there are no accidents. So, what's even more amazing is her subject content was something that she was the only person I could talk to about this profound experience that has happened to me. Not what just happened. That's nothing compared to what I was about to talk to her about. I had this out of body amazing experience in 2008, where I had like a dream that was realer than here during the day, that later I realized may have been also lived by the person in the dream, right? So, like, I mean, when I used to write about this, I used to have tears pouring down my face. I was floored from that. So I was like, she was the only one I could talk to about this, about what was this, right? Because her subject content happened to be parallel realities, alternate alternate dimensions, all these things. Now remember, this is over a decade ago. So I knew nobody that was talking about this. In fact, even today, it's just me and her that I know of so far. So basically, I wrote to her and hang on one second. So I emailed her and I was like, hey, totally gotta not mention the fact that you're my mom. But and no, I didn't say that, but I didn't mention that at all. I may have mentioned, I don't think I mentioned that. I was just like, hey, so this is what happened to me back then. What do you think I should do in terms of this profound experience that, I'll get into another time. Not when Tommy looks like he's, I don't know, something else. And or I'll get into in a private video, maybe. Anyway, so yeah, I wrote blogs about this, everything. And even I think prior to talking to her, I had been law of attraction coaching, and I did write a article and blog, marrying law of attraction with parallel universes and marrying the two concepts. This was like over a decade ago. So her advice to me was surprisingly that what I had already wrote. So as if that's not weird enough. Okay. Okay. So, and trust me, I have other stories which blow your mind that are kind of similar to this. So anyway, so then I, so that happened. So basically then years later, I have this, it was like not this early winter, it was like winter of like 2020. I had an experience because I kept connecting with the divine and I wanted my mom who had passed over to really be around that weekend. It was a weekend of a breakup for me. And and this is, I guess, another video because, I'm looking at Tommy and I can't really, he can't receive such information. So basically, point being that in that weekend, I discovered this whole area again, but even more mature than where I was before with it, in terms of alternate realities, parallel universes. Like, in other words, say I was always going forward in this genre, now I'm kind of branching sideways. And I had my own downloads and epiphanies about this, which kind of led me in my journey to really explore more into this area of alternate realities, parallel universes, stuff like that. I didn't like the way I was feeling about this breakup. I wanted to feel as if I was fulfilled by everything else instead. So I ended up having a download about a reality where that was the case, and it was profound, and it just did quantum healing within me. And I mean, this was an amazing treat from the universe and divine, because I literally just listened to a meditation about going into alternate reality. He wasn't even 2 words into the video. He didn't even start the meditation when I got this download. So because I allowed this and cultivated enough and really went there, I tuned in psychically to that reality and allowed that state of being I was in there that I've never felt in this lifetime And that's where you have so much profound insight about who you are in this lifetime and how possibly imbalanced you are. And all these, like I gained like I could now access a balance I never knew existed. And that one had its own flaws too. It was fascinating. Point being, it led me down this road in my soul journey, in my research of spirituality and expanding my mind and consciousness to explore this arena, alternate realities, parallel universes, things like that. Guess who's the leader? The leader in this topic, scientifically, with her freaking, it seems like she has a million degrees in it because she speaks so intelligently, who reaches me the most, who invigorates me the most out of all of it yet again. And now she's right where I'm at in it. Like I'm on the leading edge of like expanding consciousness and breaking edge in science. And like if I told people this information, it would be new information for them. And guess who's right there with me? Guess who's there? Guess who's my leader in it? Guess who shows up? Cynthia Sue Larson again, right? So I'm like, oh my God, I have to listen to her because the content, my soul, my mission, my everything is drawn to this content. I have to listen to her. Problem is that when I see her on video, I've never seen someone look so much strikingly like my mother that I was constantly distracted by this innate soul, not disruption, but like, oh my God, is this my mother? Now, obviously in real life, is it my mother? No, but it's ironic that she's covering topics that if someone was my mom in a different life and now is alive, you know what I'm saying? She happens to be covering the exact same topic that would be possible in. She covers something called Mandela Effect, which actually Tommy and I did do a video on 7 months ago. I have yet to air. And the way I speak about it in there is exactly how she speaks about it. She exactly had the same observations about how Google won't tell you anything about it anymore, all these things. So yeah, you know, I understand she's not identical to my mom, but I've never seen someone look so much like my mom. You know your mom. So when you see someone look identical, and especially on camera when she's moving, her face, everything, I'm just like, oh my God. You know, so for a while there, I had to not look and just listen to her voice, because surprisingly, they're not similar voices. But whenever I would look, it would just woof, put me on a quantum other like existence for a while. Like I was very much distracted by that. So I would have to take breaks. I love it still. Anyway, eventually my soul's mission and content overrode it, because then she found me again I mean, she doesn't know this, but I got into a group that I'm in a live chat in every Monday and Thursday called Inspire Nation. Guess who showed up in the damn group getting interviewed is her. So there I am, reignited again. And and you know, I try to get past the fact that she looks identical to my mom, but then she'll just say something that is so on point with my mom. She plays guitar. So my mom was the assistant head dean of Cornell Medical School in the city when she, you know, before she collapsed there and died. And this lady is so
Good.
sciencey and amazing in her brain. And she just has so much in common with my mom and me. And you know, my mom and I are very unique individuals. And she is just so on point with us. Like the things she mentioned she would do is exactly what my mom would do. Um, you know, my mom's best friend found me in my 20s and basically told me this whole other side of my mom that no one knew, which makes sense of me because my mom would have something called psychic flashes and things like that she wouldn't tell people about. And I'm literally, as her best friend is telling me this on the phone, sitting next to a book that I put on the cover of it. I put psychic flashes because that's what I was having. That's what I called them. I didn't know anybody else would even, right, would even use that kind of term. Well, What does Cynthia talk about? Psychic flashes, you know? It's like if my mom had another reality where she followed what her soul wanted to do, it would be Cynthia Sue Larson's path. Um, Cynthia Sue Larson is just as professional as my mom, just as like smart. They are so similar. And the fact that even if I wanted to say, all right, this is crazy, so I'm gonna just separate myself from this lady because it doesn't make any sense, my soul mission keeps leading me right back to where she's at because of the content, because she's now my leader in that, and I'm I'm a leader to everybody else in that, literally. So it's just so weird. It's just so weird. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm looking at you, but my camera's up here.
Okay. Um, so the reason I'm mentioning this is because it's, again, I still listen to her because my soul's very drawn to the content, but yet every time I do, my inner dialogue is just hilarious and I'm just laughing at myself the whole time. First, let me show you some pictures of her. Okay, this is her, right? And here is my mom. I know you're gonna say they look different. I'm telling you, when you know your mom. Hey, I have more pictures. Stop, sorry. They look similar. Cynthia, if you're watching, this was you another lifetime, Cynthia. It was my lifetime. You left me.
Another lifetime. I think they were the same age, right? At this point.
They're the same age. They're the same age. Oh, so then, yeah. So then what's funny is I'll listen to Cynthia's content. I'll try to forget about the fact that she looks identical to my mom and she pretty much is identical to my mom. And then all of a sudden the video will pop up of hers that'll be like, I just learned I died in another reality. And I'm like, come on, Cynthia. I'm trying. I'm trying here. That's my mom. I'm telling you, you guys don't think it looks like her. There's my mom and Uncle Tony, which I thought was interesting. See, friends can do whatever.
Sorry. Not showing these pictures.
Friends could do whatever back then. No one cared. Isn't that awesome? You know what I mean? Like, meaning like no one's worried. There's my mom. I used to hold cigarettes the same way. Everybody smoked back then. There's my mom. Cynthia, you see yourself? It's you. You're my mom. So another interesting thing is so yeah, let me show you this thing. Okay. Yeah, look. I'll try to forget just to focus on the content. But yeah, it's like, I just learned I died in another reality. Oh, you mean when you're my mom? That's fun. That's fun. Um, and lately when I talk to her, I just kind of tell her, like, if I talk to her like this, I'm really going to tell her. Do you know what I mean? But like, I just try to drop hints and comments and she responds to everyone, but she takes a second to respond to me. And I think it's one of two things. Either she's freaked the fuck out or, oh yeah, pretend that's the case. Do you even know what she covers? Because if you knew what she covered, she
I
might
know a
be.
lot about her, actually.
That's why I'm telling you option two. Normally I wouldn't tell you option two because it wouldn't be the case, but because she covers people slipping in and out of alternate timelines, maybe she takes a second to respond to me because she's also mind blown. She literally said, and I'm trying to ignore that she looks like is so identical to my mom. Okay. And then she'll literally say in an interview, I probably died in a reality and left two daughters behind. Like these are things that constantly I'm like, all right, I'm gonna let go of the mom thing, right? And then she'll just say that, and it's like, so yeah, I'm laughing because she's either freaked the fuck out or she's like, oh god, this is my daughter. Or she's freaked out. And you know what, Cynthia, we don't have to go shopping on Tuesday. Okay. We don't have it, we don't have to move that fast, but I could be a really great daughter. I know that you haven't met me yet, but I met you when you were my mom. And it was fun. It was fun till you died. So here, let me just play you a video, okay? Because Like you have to hear my inner dialogue. It's kind of hilarious. Okay, ready?
Hello.
Hey,
This is
Mom.
Cynthia Sue Larson with RealityShifters.com.
Hey, Mom, on a
And
different website
talking today about being glad to be alive again. And
from
this
me.
isn't something that happened all that recently.
Oh.
But what I want to do is read to you part of an email I received.
Hmm.
It started off, "Hi Cynthia, I have an unusual story to tell you in regard to the Mandela Effect.
I have a more
My
unusual
name is
story.
Steve Boucher, and I'm from St. Catharines, Ontario."
I'm not Steve Boucher. I'm your damn daughter, and I'm more interesting because I'm your daughter, and I think you need to listen to this story. Don't you think I'd be a great daughter? I'd be so understanding of the fact that she's never met me. Oh, so that's my third thing. Maybe she's not replying because she's like, I'm not ready for a daughter. What if she expects me to be her mom? I swear. But you know, as I'm like as I'm literally there with like my stuffed bunny, just like twirling the floppy ears, like I'll be like, no, I
How
can
did you get in my
handle,
living room?
I can I feel like, no, I can handle if you don't want to be my mom. And then she says it, and I'm like,
Please, please take the knife away from my husband. No, everything's fine.
please take the what?
Knife away from my husband.
Oh my God, you're ridiculous. Don't ever say that. We can't even post it. You got people take weird things
No,
seriously.
this woman is actually pretty impressive.
Mhm.
She's written 3 books that I know of.
Wrote,
Uh, she wrote 3 books that I know of.
has written.
She has a degree at the physics from UC Berkeley. And what I actually strangely find most impressive is she's a 2nd-degree black belt in Kuk Soul 1, which is a Korean martial art that is super aggressive.
You know what I find impressive? That she died and came back.
She's like, wait a minute, I was alive in 1997.
What's funny about that video I was actually having you listen to is the guy's writing to her being like, I remember that your husband told me you died and I was so sad and now you're alive again and that's amazing. And basically what she goes on to explain in the video that, yeah, she probably died in that reality, but that it wouldn't be like in one reality, a celebrity can die like Nelson Mandela, Mandela Effect. And then in when you shift timelines, he'll be alive. That's possible because you're not close with him. She said people that are closer would have a harder time accepting it.
Mhm.
And I'm thinking, you know, think I'm doing pretty well there, Cynthia. Cynthia. But like I'm saying, like I know it doesn't seem that funny right now, but if you heard like the just instant inner dialogue I have every time I hear her. I mean, I'm trying to focus on the content, but it's really fun. But do you think she could be mind blown? She could be like, imagine she actually watches my channel and she's like, this girl, or what if she's my future self?
What?
Yeah, and she's like, that's my past self. I don't know. I mean, this is what she covers me. Do you not know, Thomas? Do you not know? Sorry, I get confused. You know, coworkers get comfortable and we forget.
That's okay.
Anyway, so like, you know what I mean? Like, what if she, like, um,
I hope she does. I hope she does think
I-
these nice things.
imagine, oh my God, imagine if I get to interview her one day and then it's like she's like, you know, it could be. And then like we have the most groundbreaking video ever, and I'm just like, my sister would really not watch then because apparently she hates anything metaphysical or expanding consciousness, and that would be like,
I honestly do hope that she's cool with it and I'm not bailing you out of jail. Her
okay, I'm not
security.
doing anything wrong, so you can calm down.
Meanwhile, you're sitting there with like a sweater of hers that she had in the back of her thing. It's like, but mom, I want this. Just like, get out of my house.
I'll be like, you mean my house?
Our house?
With my little bunny that has floppy ear. I
Uh,
mean, if we air this during the holidays, it's okay because it was my favorite. It was my mom's favorite holiday. Probably Cynthia's too.
meanwhile, meanwhile, she's like, I'm very Jewish.
But Tommy, you do know that she covers like if in a world where all possibilities exist, which is what metaphysics is, and quantum physics, which is what she studies, right?
Yeah.
If my mom did exist again in an alternate reality that crashed with this timeline, which is exactly what she covers. Okay. Thank God it's her, because she would understand.
Mhm.
Although I think she's even wrestling with it based on her non-responses.
Please stop emailing me. It might be a thing, but we're not
Well,
we're
that's
not spelling.
exactly the vibe I get. That's exactly the vibe I get. Like, she doesn't say no, and she doesn't like say yes, but like she doesn't. It takes a second. Like, and like I'm like, oh God, I don't want to bother you. I'm just saying hi, mom.
Like, I'm not gonna send you a lock of my hair. Please stop sending messages.
But God, mom, you're being so weird lately. I'll
Dear
talk to her
God.
like that in the videos. Like she'll be like, blah,
Sure.
blah, blah. I'll be like, mom. No, for the most part, I really care about her. It's weird. Like I'm like, dude, I'm making this video because I've been laughing at myself with this. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm aware of how crazy it looks, which is why I think it's hilarious, which is why I'm making the video. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
But I definitely want to title it Cynthia Sue Larson's my mom.
Might as well. Go ahead.
Yeah, but then I can't actually have a real relationship with her because it'll be like, what do you call it? Typecast or bias
Yeah.
the fact that she thinks I'm crazy now. Unless she's literally sitting there, like, imagine this whole time we think she thinks I'm crazy, but the whole time she's just like, water. Here's this bunny.
I'm hoping that's the case, and it's not like this all it turns to the like the movie Misery. she, she accidentally gets into an accident near your house and you tie her in bed so that she doesn't hurt herself.
Okay, I would never do that. You're so ridiculous. I'm so the opposite of that. I'm the one getting tied up. Calm your shit. Okay. You know what? We're wrapping this up. Okay. Clearly, I'm not understood.
Listen,
Okay.
it's
The only-
amazing that you found this person. I'm hoping that she is cool. She sounds cool. Don't call her mom.
You're right, Mama. That's why I used to call my mom, Mama.
There you go. That works.
The only one that understands me is Snoopy, Christmas Snoopy. You really
But
should
it's
the whole thing. Oh my God. Put my life in your hands. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Do you have anything more to say on this topic that you like to steal every wind out of anything passionate? Your friend was right.
What?
Tommy?
First of all, I'm not stealing anything out of this. I really hope that she's
Your
cool with
mom?
it, and yes, that your mother is cool with it. And even though she's the same age as the other,
Yeah, that's what makes it so
if it makes you, yeah, if it makes you feel good and it like feels like right, then that's all you need. That's it. That's it. That hope is always the best for anybody.
It's interesting. I teach people they could manifest and create and allow in anything they want. And I was like, but I believe everything ever is possible always. And then I was stuck at, but I can't create my mom. And then I did. But it's just kind of the scared human that is like, I'm not your mom. I'm just kidding. I'm saying if it's her, what better position to be in than this leader of this fascinating topic that is so well read, so well versed on it. It is a motorcycle. And
Oh, okay.
and that could understand. However, you threw me off just now. However, I don't know, you threw me way off. I don't know. Oh, however, even she might be like, whoa. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I made it because I'm laughing at myself. I do it all the time. This one was impossible not to laugh at with my natural responses to all this lady's things all the time that are just like, I try not to have them, but it comes out and I'm like, oh my God, it's just hilarious if this was in a movie. Anyway, you got anything else to say? Good?
No, I'm good. This was a good one. I liked it a lot. Happy that this person exists and that you have such a connection with them.
Yeah, no, she doesn't know me, but
Yeah, no, I
I
know.
know her.
She's probably starting to get aware of you. She's like, wait, who keeps taking my left slipper? It's like,
I'd be like, Ma, you know, you don't like your left foot. No, okay. I'm always like trying to audition to be the best daughter. Like,
she's like, you're 8
anyway,
years younger than me.
I mean, I guess she might not be, but maybe it's just weird that where my soul mission is going happens to be where she's at. And it's like, she's the only one that can understand if I talk to her about even other things. And I'm like,
Mhm.
this is just odd that the person I need to go to happens to look identical. You know what I mean? I don't
Yeah.
know. It might be mind blowing for both of us. I mean, I'm a leader in metaphysics. She's a leader in metaphysics. If anyone can handle it, it's us. It took me a while to get used to it. I think it's taken her a while. But I mean, maybe it's just a lady that happens to resemble her. Maybe my mom is just kind of speaking through to me. Either way, she's an amazing human being, you know, who I'm so glad exists, like you said, and who has invigorated me from the inside out, not just because she looks like my mom, that's a whole other dimension of invigoration, but because of what she's talking about for my soul mission. So I love her either way. And Cynthia, if you're watching, I would love to interview you on this channel. I swear to God, it won't bring up this part if you don't want. I just have another more like groundbreaking, fascinating questions because we both seem to be in line on this topic. I would love to tell you about my experiences. However, I respect your time. I know you're very busy and I hate to bother people, which is why you haven't heard from me in 10 years, except in that live chat that we were all on. But anyway, much love to you, Cynthia, and much love to all of you. If you're still watching, thank you so much. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for stopping by. Please support content and giving a thumbs up, and subscribing would be amazing. Sharing is even more amazing. And don't forget to hit that old notification bell so we don't disappear forever on you, because we are going to have groundbreaking information as well as our past videos that I already do. So if you guys would, don't even try. If you guys would like to ever donate to this channel, there's always a link in every description box. I would feel it very much in my heart and soul if you did. Also, if anyone wants a session or to contact me about being on the channel, please, you can contact me at soulspyuniversity@gmail.com. My name is Christina with a K. That's what my mom, Cynthia, named me. And and yeah, and guys, let me know your amazing experiences in the comments below, or what you think. Please, in a kind way. I don't like to spread harm to anybody, and I wouldn't want anyone doing it to me either. Also, yeah, let me know what you guys want to hear about. Tell me some amazing topics you guys would love to hear about. We would love to cover it. Thank you so much and happy holidays. And if you're not having a happy holiday, that's why I made all these other videos that are either already posted in a holiday survival kit or that's about to be posted right now. So stay tuned, guys. It's going to be okay. Namaste. Love you all.
Thank you for watching, everyone.